The Grand Diwali Mela is just around the corner. This event will be held by United Hindu and Jain Temples. When is it? Where is it? What all are going to be involved in it? Please stay tuned to Dr. Nandini Mauli of E3 along with the officials of UHJT.
Namaskar, top of the morning to you all. I'm Nandini Mauli, inviting you all to another edition of Up Close and Personal, where we feature key Indian events happening in the tri-state area, Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. You know, when we look around us and observe all kinds of things happening in different parts of the world or different parts of the country itself, caused by mostly the interracial, interfaith strifes, you cannot but think deeply about it and question, is there not any organization which can effectively mediate and bring about harmony and peace among these warring factions? Yes, whether it's happening in Ukraine or Iraq or even in our own backyard, Missouri, our mind keeps wondering about how can I bring about peace in my own community? Yes, I'm here to tell you that there is an organization existing in the greater Washington area which participates in interfaith dialogues on behalf of the Hindus and Jains and creates good understanding. And that is called the Association of United Hindu and Jains Temple. And this is UHJT. UHJT participates in all sorts of interfaith dialogues and creates in one voice from many, many different temples all around and stands for unity among these religious organizations. Today, UHJT participates in also quite a lot of religious holidays. They celebrate it so much grand manner. Every year, you might have seen them doing Holi and other festivals, but today, I am here to tell you about the 20th Diwali Mela that's going to be sponsored by UHJT. It's going to happen on October 11th, Saturday, in FedEx building on 1600 FedEx Way, Landover. To talk about that, I've invited two of my board members from UHJT and to cue you in on all kinds of different things that you can expect on that day. Dr. Ghanshyam Gupta is the current president of UHJT and he represents Vishwa Hindu Parishad. Dr. Harihar Singh comes to us from the Sri Shiva Vishnu Temple and he is the publicity chair for the committee. And I am privileged to represent the Greater Washington Temple and I'm on the board also. So these are my colleagues and I'm here to get a lot more about what else goes on inside this organization. So Ghanshyamji, can you say a little bit about the quintessential feature of this association?
Thank you for inviting me. Let me tell you something about Association of the United Hindu and Jain Temples. This association started about more than 20 years ago. Currently, there are 16 temples of the metropolitan Washington area which are member of this association. Mm-hmm. We are always looking for new members to join, new temples to join the association. This association every year celebrates a couple of programs. One is Diwali, which is a major program. It started with the Diwali program to begin with. Then we have Holi program. In addition to that, we have some community services and educational programs which are part of the UHJT. This year, we have 20th Diwali Mela, which is, as just mentioned by Nandini ji, is at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. After Diwali Mela, actually, we have some other educational program which is presented by Dr. Rajiv Malhotra. It's on October 18th and October 19th. One is at Shiva Vishnu Temple and second one is at Rajdhani Temple. The program is completely free. This is all about Hinduism and how Hindus can learn more about our culture, religion, and leadership things. Actually, Dr. Malhotra is he has written several books.
Yes.
And he's going to talk about his books, plus he'll expand on some other topics
Absolutely.
about
So
Hinduism.
the youngsters can participate, come and ask him questions, and learn from this workshop that's going to happen at the Sri Shiva Vishnu Temple and also Rajdhani Mandir. And going back to the Diwali Mela, Dr. Harihar Singh, what is special about this milestone year, 20th Diwali Mela? What are you trying to do on this year event?
Nandini, first thing, I would like to thank you very much for inviting me to say something about Deepavali Mela.
No problem. Sarkash.
And the important thing is this festival is being celebrated every year for last 20, I think this is the 20th year for Diwali Mela.
Yes.
So this association has been thinking about just footing the foot
Yes.
and get the attention of Indian Americans as well as the local population about this festival, to know the festival. We have taken this to the White House. We have taken it to the US Congress last year. Now we are reaching out to everyone to let them know what the importance of this Diwali is and what Diwali Mela is about. So when we say Diwali Mela, it is not Diwali only, it's a fair where you get, in addition to Diwali worship, Sri Ganesh Lakshmi Pujan, you get all sorts of entertainment.
Yes.
Entertainment, enjoy food, culture, everything you are going to see. But most important component of this year's is there that we all need to understand what Hinduism is about.
Yes.
What is the history? Who are the Hindus? And when we have to describe ourselves amongst our friends, among our colleagues, ourselves, we need to understand the concept, what Hinduism stands for, and why we celebrate Diwali. That's very important.
Yes, question to answer.
Nandini, I will tell you this very important moment, and I invite most of our population
Yes.
here to come forward and come and see and enjoy the moment.
That's right. See, this Mela has been orchestrated for the community's benefit. So, without your participation, there is no Mela. So, we want you to come and, like Harihar Singh said, not only in the educational aspect of it, but just to enjoy and bring your colleagues from work, from your sports team, from your school team. This way, when you explain, you yourself will learn what do you have as your tradition, as your roots, grassroots, and so on. So do that. In addition, we also have planned, I understand, some yoga and other types of educational aspects also. So can you say something about the...
Yeah, actually, the important thing which is also new for this year is not part of Diwali Mela, but it is Association of United Hindu Jain Temples. On our website, and we are trying to put that information on every temple organization's website, that sometime about, Antyeshti Sanskar. There are people living in this country, they are the Hindus and some of the Indians belonging to other community too. It means if somebody dies and they don't have anybody to take care of them, what type of services they need to be provided in the hospital, as well as if somebody dies, what about cremation? If they take the body to India, it costs a lot of money. So where to go? What authorities we need to approach so that they don't have to invest that money and they can perform same ritual, same performance to satisfy their individual rights.
Yeah. So you can find the details of that in the
website.
www.dcunitedtemples.org. So this is another service that the UHJT does very, very successfully. Many people from the community have called us at the time of climax, at the time of stress, to ask, where can I go and do this service, that service, and so on. So UHJT has assimilated all the information under this website. Ghanshyamji, you also know that there is around the Diwali time, which is October 11th, we have the Karvacha Vratam going on. The ladies are going to be doing some puja at home. Would you like to say what you have planned to invite the ladies and do the puja in the Diwali Mela arena itself?
Well, as you know, on October 11th, there is a Karwa Chauth, which is a fast, conducted by ladies, mostly from northern part of India. They do the whole day fast, and then they break their fast in the evening after looking at the moon. And so we are thinking, it is not final yet, but we are thinking maybe we should do something about this on the Diwali occasion, and most probably we'll try to have it so that ladies who come with the fasting, they can break their fast at the Diwali Mela.
Okay, so this is another special feature that this year the Diwali Mela will hold, along with the traditional Ganesh and Lakshmi Pujan that the children would be doing. This time we have expanded the children's part a little bit more and have invited Dr. G.V.V. Rao, who is actually the Bal Vikas Guru in the Fairfax area, to bring his students who are trained in reciting hymns, stotras, and they will be doing the puja. So if you happen to be an youngster and have cultural talent and so on, you can come and participate in dance and music and so on. On top of it, stay back and do the pujan also around 6 o'clock on October 11th, Saturday. So these are all the specialty features that we have added to the Diwali Mela, and then you also heard about the educational aspects of it. So we want you to stay tuned to the UHJT's activities. Please go to our website, once again, that is www.dcunitedtemples.org, and volunteer your time, your resources, your companionship, your money too. Sometimes, you can convince your temples which haven't become the members yet. We only have 16 temples from the local area, and we know that there are a lot more temples out there. There's a lot of unity, there's a lot of consensus, there's a lot of service that your temples can get. So please be a spokesperson for your temple and become a member of the UHJT also. So until we see you next time on October 11th, Saturday, I'm Nandini Mooli saying so long, good morning. And this is Dr. Ganashyamji, and this is Dr. Harihar Singh. We look forward to seeing you very soon amongst us during the Diwali Mela. So
Thank
long.
you very much.
Namaste.
We invite you.